Firstly, I would like to ask you, what are you doing to keep yourself so fit? I mean, it's unimaginable. It's beautiful. I don't know. You need to tell us what is your secret.
You know, thank you, Mr. Hira, for having me here.
Pleasure.
It's always a pleasure to be back to the Magna House. And Vinodni, thank you. I think what we've tried to do through this interview is emphasize on the fact that many of us think that beauty and fitness are just physical. And what we try to illustrate through example also is that it's not just physical. What you think you become, how you feel reflects in your health, whether it's skin health or it is fitness. Of course, I work out regularly. I follow a nutritious diet, but I think the thing that has really changed my life has been meditation.
Okay.
And just spending half an hour a day in mindfulness makes a big difference. It just makes you deal with life better, and it also fills you with a sense of gratitude, because I think you just come to appreciate how much there is to be grateful for, and an attitude of gratitude makes you happy.
Wow. Anyway, so you spoke about how holistically you like to meditate and do all that. But when we come to the fitness side of it, what do you do? I mean, because you have a busy schedule, you're juggling so many roles, all at once.
You just fit it in. I mean, there's absolutely no excuse for not working out. I try my best to work out 6 days a week. It's a bad week if I manage just 4 workouts. So what I do is no matter how tired I am, no matter how long my day at work has been, no matter how far work has been, I make it a point to train.
Wow.
So the good thing is I have a very accommodative trainer who I can call literally 2 hours before and say, "Sir, can we train?" Or, "Sir, I'm running late, can we do it a little later?" And he very sweetly accommodates me. But I think there are enough times when all of us kind of just feel lazy. We don't want to do it and we don't feel like it. And it's about just pushing yourself a little harder on the day and say, "No, I'm going to do it." Endorphins are the most incredible things to happen to any human body. They fill you with so much joy and happiness, because that's another thing, right? When you work out, the kind of high, the kind of energy that you feel, I don't think very few things can give you that.
How is
Just do it.
life after marriage? I mean, we all want to know now.
How do I look?
Extremely.
I'm told marriage suits me. I hear that a lot. Marriage suits you. And I'm like, what does that mean? Does that mean that my partner makes me look more beautiful? Or does that mean that I found a balance? I think it would mean that I found a balance. I really enjoy my relationship. It's one that has centered me, that has empowered me. I have a great partner in Sahil. We work together. Thank God we haven't killed each other yet. But yeah, there's a balance there which I deeply, deeply appreciate.
Hi, Dia.
Yeah, hi.
You said meditation changed your life. I want to know who introduced you to meditation, and under what circumstances you chose to start meditation.
Meditation started in school. I went to a beautiful school that followed the philosophy of J. Krishnamurti in Hyderabad. So meditation was actually a part of school assembly. I think when something is such a integral part of your everyday life, you don't learn to appreciate it as much. It was when I started working in films and I stopped meditating because I thought I didn't have the time for it, that I discovered how important that was and how much of a life-changing ingredient it could be. And I got reintroduced to meditation with the Art of Living. I started practicing the Sudarshan Kriya, and that's how I kind of found that once again Having said that, I think it's also life situations and experiences that kind of drive you in certain directions. I think losing my father at 22, I was just 22 or 23. I was juggling a lot of work pressure. I was doing multiple films, the media, just everything. There was just extraordinary pressure. And I think it's those moments in life that kind of push you inward and compel you to look beyond, what is there.
Wow. Yeah.
Thank you.
या हेल्थ के लिए आपकी इंस्पिरेशन है कोई, अगर बॉलीवुड में से अगर बात करें?
आजकल तो बहुत ज़्यादा हैं, बहुत सारे लोग हैं. आई थिंक अगर आप करीबी से देखेंगे तो ये एहसास होगा आपको कि हम लोग सब के ये दिमाग में बात बैठ गई, हमें ये समझ आ गया कि हमारा जो काम है वो फिज़िकली और मेंटली इतना चैलेंजिंग है कि हमें अब हमारी सेहत का ख्याल रखना बहुत ज़रूरी है. वी कैनॉट अफोर्ड टू निगलेक्ट आवर हेल्थ. तो फिटनेस, आई एम श्योर एक ज़माना था जब लोग सिर्फ मसल्स बनाने के लिए वर्कआउट करते थे, लेकिन अब सब वर्कआउट करते हैं क्योंकि वो सब चाहते हैं कि एक ऑप्टिमम हेल्थ हो सबका. यू अदरवाइज यू फील डिप्लीटेड, यू डोंट फील गुड. काम अच्छे से नहीं होता, मज़ा नहीं आता काम में.
Okay, I have a question. In today's day and age, when everyone's getting fitter, I've also read a certain excerpt in the interview where you said that you're completely against crash diets.
Yeah.
But there are certain people who have those kind of self-confidence issues.
There's
and,
no quick fixes.
Correct, exactly.
With health, there's no quick fix. And with especially, and that's what I always say, that we need to redefine our idea of fitness. Fitness is not about developing a body with muscles. It's about gaining strength. It's about making your core strong, your inner being strong. And crash diets don't help. They really don't. They just harm your body, and they're the worst thing for you to do.